same time, then you won't understand it, but when it comes time to show who you stand behind, you go behind the man that ain't taught you nothing but how to hate. That don't make sense. Then we don't want to answer questions. Oh, they lose. I had a brother just lose it on me one time on YouTube. I said, man, I ain't answering no more of your questions until you answer one of mine. Oh, no, you don't want to answer my question. Oh, you wrong. You ain't white. Dude, I'm the devil, remember? I'm evil. You mad because the devil don't want to tell you nothing? No, you were evil. And you were eating good. And then when I shut off your food supply, now you're mad. Because now you got to rely on your elder. And you know he don't know Jack. They don't question them the way they question us. Matter of fact, that's the question I asked the brother. I said, brother, you can ask me anything else you want if you just answer this one question. Do you question your elder the same way you're questioning me? That's all I said. I didn't insult him. I wasn't sarcastic. I didn't ask him that. That brother would answer that question for nothing in the world. What's so hard about that? A simple yes or no. Well, yeah, he couldn't even lie. He didn't even want to lie about it. Because he know he don't. He would ask me about some of everything too. Some stuff we weren't even talking about. Brother, what does it mean? What that mean? Never said thank you. Never said he disagreed. Just went on to the next question. That's how I know you're evil. When you don't challenge, I know you're evil. But Ezekiel 23:36. Go ahead and read. Because this is God. He was likening Israel and Judah to adulterous women who had forsook him. His two wives. Go ahead and read.
The Lord said moreover unto me, Son of man, wilt thou judge Aholah and Aholabah? Yea, declare to them their abomination.
Declare to them their abomination. The things they have done that I hate. Their sins. Go ahead and read.
That they have committed adultery, and blood is in their hands.
Hold on, they have committed adultery and blood is where? In their hands. What color is blood? Red. But they commit adultery. Is adultery a sin? Yes, it is. That's why the blood is in their hands. We keep reading this, don't we? Over and over again. We keep reading this. Go ahead and read.
And with their idols have they committed adultery, and have also caused their sons, whom they bear unto me, to pass for them through the fire.
So they've been doing all these sins. That's why they got blood on their hands. You follow what I'm saying? Also, when you say somebody's blood is on their hands, that means they're going to pay the penalty for what they did too. That's also what that means. When you're guilty, there's a penalty with being guilty, right? But now, skip down to verse 44 and let's read it again. Keep on saying the same thing. The problem is you're not reading this Bible. You keep listening to some lying elder giving you quick answers and fast interpretations. Go ahead and read.
Yet they went in unto her, as they go in unto a woman that playeth the harlot, so went they in unto Aholah and unto Aholabah, the lewd woman.
Which is Israel and Judah. Go ahead and read.
And the righteous men, they shall judge them after the manner of adulteresses.
And the righteous men, they shall judge them after the manner of adulteresses. Go ahead.
And after the manner of women that shed blood.
Why?
Because they are adulteresses, and the blood is in their hands.
And blood is in their hands. Why was blood in their hands? Because they wicked. We read the same thing in Isaiah. We read the same thing in Ezekiel. It said, their blood will I require at your hand. What do the blood represent? The sin. What color is blood? Red. That's why he said, though your sins be red as scarlet, I shall make them white. That's what it represents. That blood red. That represents sin. That's why that beast in Revelation 17 is said to be crimson color when we look it up. Crimson is the color of blood. It's making sense now, ain't it? But we're going to keep it moving because I ain't done yet. Let's go to Micah chapter 3. I got to show this to people over and over again to somebody say, you know what? That dragon is red because it represents sin. Micah 3. Micah 3. Now, I always have a hard time finding Micah. I got it. Micah 3 and verse 9. Here comes some more repeated poetry for y'all. Micah 3 and 9. You're going to get 2 repeated poetries right here. Go ahead and read.
Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob.
Now listen to this. Say, hear this, I pray you, you heads of the house of Jacob. The heads would be the leaders, people in high positions, right? Now, here goes something else. Go ahead.
And princes of the house of Israel.
They're going to repeat it poetry. And princes of the house of Israel. House of Jacob and house of Israel is the same thing. And the heads of Israel would be the princes. Repeated poetry. Right there saying the same thing, just a different way the second time. All over the Bible. Go ahead and read.
That abhor judgment and pervert all equity.
Now here goes some more repeated poetry. They do what?
They build up Zion with blood.
They build up Zion with blood, and what else?
And Jerusalem with iniquity.
And Jerusalem with iniquity. Wait a minute, Zion is Jerusalem. That's repeated poetry. They build up, you can even reverse it. They build up Jerusalem with iniquity and Zion with blood. You can reverse it because it's saying the same thing. It's just letting you know, if you use common sense, if Zion represents Jerusalem, then what do the blood represent? Iniquity, sin, wickedness. All through this Bible, we keep reading that blood represents sin, right? And blood is red. It's crimson color. Then you go and you read about that same beast and that same dragon, and they tell you it's red, and in its physical manifested form as a government, it says it's crimson red. Blood red. Sin. That's what it represents. That's why that dragon in Revelation is red. It is covered with sin. That's why that beast is red. It is covered with sin. It is a wicked one world order. And then it said it's a great dragon. It's a great beast. Big time sin. Let's keep moving. Let's go to Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2. All in the Bible. 2 and verse 12. One verse. 2 and 12. More repeated poetry. Saying the same thing in the same verse, just a different way the second time. Repeated poetry. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Go ahead and read.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. You're going to repeat it poetry. Go ahead.
And establisheth a city by iniquity.
And establishes a city by iniquity. The town represents the city, the building represents the established, and the blood represents the iniquity. Same thing, just said a different way the second time. So what do the blood represent in this verse? Iniquity. Sin. What color is blood? Red. So why is the dragon in Revelation red? Because it sins. It represents wickedness. Why do the saints wear white? Because it represents righteousness. Sin represents red. Righteousness represents white. That's what you're dealing with. I had a brother try to flip it. See, sin represents red. Edom is red, so sin represents Edom. No, sin is transgression of the law. And the red is referring to is not the color of red pottage. It's the color of blood. That's the red it's referring to. You get your color schemes mixed up. It's a different type of red that we're talking about here. We're talking about blood red. We're not talking about pottage red. You follow what I'm saying? Don't try to confuse. I had a brother try to do. They try to mix up the red analogy. No, you cannot do that. Sin is transgression of the law, and everybody sins. But everybody is not Edom. You follow what I'm saying? So you can't do that. Because you know, that's what they've been doing lately. They've been trying to take the stuff we use and try to build a faulty premises on top of the truth. You can't pull a lie out of the truth. Right? But now, let's move on. Let's take this to the New Testament. Let's go to Acts chapter 18. We only got 3 more after that. I want y'all to see this. You got to take it from the beginning and go all the way through with it. Stop listening to people that's not giving you the truth. That is an elementary breakdown. Esau is the devil. Esau's name is Edom. Edom means red. That's why that dragon in Revelation is red. No, no, no. That dragon in Revelation and that beast that gets his power from the dragon in Revelations is red because red represents sin. Blood red represents sin. That's why it is red. That's why when you looked it up in Revelation 17, it said that's that scarlet colored beast with the color crimson, and crimson is the color of blood. That's a specific color for blood. Acts 18 and verse 5. This is Paul and Timothy, or Timotheus. Go ahead and read.
And when Silas and Timotheus were come from Macedonia, Paul was pressed in spirit and testified to the Jews that Jesus was Christ. And when they opposed themselves and blasphemed.
When they opposed and blasphemed, they didn't want to hear it. He was trying to tell them the truth. They didn't want to hear what happened.
He shook his raiment and said unto them, your blood be upon your own head.
What did he tell them? Your blood be upon your own head. Was he talking about literal blood being on them? No. He was saying your sin be on you. Your guilt be on you. Your fault be on you. Your wrong be on you. And with that comes the penalty for all of that. That's what he was saying. In other words, you are red now. You are red with sin. Go ahead and read.
I am clean.
Hold on. I am clean. Your blood ain't on me. It ain't my fault. That's what he's saying. It ain't my fault if you don't get this. I tried to tell you. You didn't want to hear it. I'm clean. That's why I'm saying we read Isaiah. Wash you. Make yourself clean. Get that blood off of you. Go ahead and read.
From henceforth, I will go unto the Gentiles.
From now on, I'm talking to the Gentiles. Y'all don't want to hear it. That's what we're trying to tell people. We're trying to get the blood off of you. But you don't want to hear it? Yo, we clean. We're going to go talk to somebody else. You follow what I'm saying? You want to be red just like the devil. Fine, do that. We're going to go talk to somebody else that want to hear this. Problem is, people that don't want to hear it these days want to keep arguing back and forth with you. They already said they don't believe. Man, can I be clean and move on? They don't want to let you clean and move on. That's why we bounce people on Path Talk and block people on YouTube. Because they won't let you move on. Let's go. Let's go to Acts chapter 20 and verse 25. Something similar was said here. It's all through the Bible. Blood is red. Blood represents sin. Every time somebody sinned, blood had to come in the sacrifice. So that became the association. Blood equals sin. That's why it was showing you like that in the scriptures. And blood is red. So when he said blood is on your hand, you caught red-handed. That's what that is saying. Acts 20, 25. Go ahead and read.
And now, behold, I know that ye all, among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of God, shall see my face no more.
So Paul was telling these people here, this is going to be the last time y'all probably ever see me. Because I'm a traveler. But while I was here, this is what I did. Go ahead.
Wherefore I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of all men.
He said, I take you to record this day. I'm pure from the blood of all men. Why does he say that? Why is he saying your sin ain't on me? It ain't my fault if you don't get this. Why is he saying this? Go ahead and read.
For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of God.
Because I have not avoided showing you everything God don't show me. That's why your blood can't be on me. Everything I know, I share it with y'all. I'm not holding anything back like some of these lying elders and pastors be doing. They be knowing the truth and don't tell the people the truth. Don't you know how many people blood is on your hands for you doing that? Don't you realize that? Ain't nobody going to be able to say that about absolute Bible truth. We got our own blood to worry about. We got our own sin to worry about. God forbid, y'all blood be on me. I don't need that. You follow what I'm saying? You better make yourself clean. That's why we tell people that. People, y'all always trying to prove somebody wrong. Y'all always trying to call somebody out because we trying to get this blood off of it. Because we know, the more you know, the more potential blood you got to come on you. So you got to tell people to get their blood off of them. I'm trying not to go to hell. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why we telling people all of this stuff. That's why we ain't holding anything back. Paul felt the same way. Paul said, I have not avoided showing you anything. I'm pure from the blood of all men. Can't nobody say Paul was among me and he didn't tell me this. You follow what I'm saying? Let's go to Matthew 27. We got one more after this. Ain't nobody gonna be able to put their sin on Paul. Ain't nobody gonna be able to put their sin on anybody absolute Bible truth if we can help it. If you don't get this, it's because you didn't want it. Matthew 27 and 23. If only you would have debated with me one more round, Josh, then baby, no, I don't got to tell you number one time. That's it. 2 to be courteous. Matthew 27 and 23. Now this is when Jesus was being crucified. Because remember, I told y'all, with the blood comes the penalty.